The Democrat Party has a dark history that is tied to the founding of the KKK. Margaret Sanger, who subscribed to eugenics and founded Planned Parenthood in 1916, did so for the very purpose of exterminating black babies' lives. Hello, I'm John Amanchukwu, aka the book banning pastor. No need to fear, the book banning pastor is here. I get a chuckle out of that every time because that's what the liberal media labeled me as, but I am not a book banner. I just have common sense. Do me a big favor, go and like and subscribe to my channel. Support the work that I'm doing so I can get my message out near and far. In this segment, I would like to talk to you about why being pro-abortion is being pro-racism. I repeat, if you are pro-abortion, you're also pro-racism. Just as well as if you support the Democrat Party, you're also going to support Planned Parenthood. John 8:44 says this, "Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it." So if you are in the bed with the Democrat Party, you're going to do what the Democrat Party wants you to do, to be a faithful Democrat. Therefore, you're going to support Planned Parenthood. The Democrat Party has a dark history that is tied to the founding of the KKK, when it wanted to retaliate against President Ulysses S. Grant and the Republicans' Reconstruction policies meant to establish equality for blacks in the South. Given this, it's a wonder how Democrat leaders have kept up the facade, hailing themselves as the leading defender of blacks, especially when in reality the party's policies destroy black lives. Literally, when it comes to Planned Parenthood, the Democrat Party's Siamese twin. Just like the Democrat Party, Planned Parenthood also has deep racist roots. Margaret Sanger, who subscribed to eugenics and founded Planned Parenthood in 1916, did so for the very purpose of exterminating black babies' lives. And before it was called Planned Parenthood, it was also called the Negro Project. In her exact words, Sanger wrote in a widely quoted letter to Dr. Clarence C.J. Gamble that she did not want the word to get out, that she wanted to exterminate the Negro population. And by many accounts, based on available data from Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, Planned Parenthood has stayed in lockstep with its founding mission. As more black unborn babies are terminated, a term derived from exterminate, at a 3 to 5 times higher rate than whites and Hispanic babies. The same study shows that 42% of all women who had abortions in 2021 were black, while 30% were white, 22% Hispanic, and 6% were of other races, based on data reported to the CDC about Washington, D.C., New York City, and 31 states. All human life is precious and made in the image of God. So it goes without saying that the desire to end any unborn child's life is nothing short of evil, regardless of race. But since black women make up 7.8% of total U.S. population, it's clear that many more black babies in the womb are disproportionately aborted compared to other ethnicities. This data computes with the 2010 MAP guide that showed around a whopping 80% of surgical abortion facilities were put in locations within walking distance to black neighborhoods. It's hard to know exactly what that percentage is today since abortion providers do not have to adhere to stringent reporting laws, which is a travesty at the end of the day. You know, if you're going to really be in business to take the lives of babies and children, you should at least give them a proper death date and report the data accurately. The data again proves it. In the 1960s, pre-Planned Parenthood funding, black women were more likely than white women to marry, as only less than 10% of black women above the age of 35 were not married then. Enter the 1970s, when Planned Parenthood is granted federal funds, and that's where the dramatic shift occurs and gets us to where we are today, with almost 50% of black women unmarried. Regardless of what you think and how you feel, if you are advocating for the killing of the unborn, you're also propagating racism. Planned Parenthood started as the Negro population transitioned into becoming Planned Parenthood, which there is really no planning going on, just the planning of taking a life. And if you support this industry, this god-awful industry of Planned Parenthood, you, my friend, are also propagating racism. Thank you so much for tuning in to this segment. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. God bless you.